Shane Bacon joins us. He's the golf analyst for Fox Sports. Shane, bring us up to date here. We've been doing a show for about an hour. Bring us up to date on the PGA.
Well, you have a couple leaders that have a combined 2 PGA Tour wins between them. So, kind of a typical early major leaderboard type of deal. Matt Jones, David Lingmerth. Really the story today so far, Jordan Spieth. Just doing Jordan Spieth things, it just seems like every single time we get to a major, he has one of those rounds to get himself in the conversation. Played absolutely out of his mind today. Really got going with the bunker shot he holed on 18. It was his 9th hole of the day. Really was in a really tough spot, knocked it in for birdie, and then really got his round going. He's back atop the leaderboard, and it looks like we're going to get more Spieth all weekend.
Shane, this one, I thought watching Rory and Jordan finish yesterday that they both were grinding. And that was so critical that they were able to finish around par, just under par. To me, that set them up because the conditions seemed to be somewhat easier today. How important was the finish for both of them yesterday, I guess, is the question I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Woody. I said, after his round, I thought Jordan Spieth had about his C game. And really, I hate to make any comparison to Tiger in his prime. I hate doing it to any of the players, the Rory, Jordan, anybody. But when Tiger played in these majors, when he was really getting going, he would have these rounds where he didn't have his best stuff and he'd still shoot 1 under, 2 under, and he would maintain his ability to continue to push for a championship and push for a major title. To me, that was Jordan yesterday. Really didn't hit it very good, missed a lot of putts, but still was able to shoot 1 under. Rory, much of the same. And really, Rory did it today. Spieth got going. Jordan Spieth today got playing like Jordan has in the majors this year. Rory was up and down, and that chip in for eagle on 2, to me, was really the moment where you went, all right, Rory's back, he's ready to go. And it was the moment to me that he'll look back on if he continues to play well as a big turning point. But I think you're totally right. It was nasty yesterday afternoon. Conditions were very easy this morning. They've kind of maintained the same this afternoon, but they had to get through those rounds under par and get into today, and that was what they did, and now they're both in the conversation.
Rory and Jordan are already on a first-name basis, certainly within the golf world and quickly within the general sporting public. They're the real deal. They're young, but they have the chops. This is what I want to ask you. Is Dustin Johnson just Mr. Congeniality, or should we take him seriously at a major? He's always there, but does he have the stuff to close one out?
I think he does. If you really look back on him, Pebble Beach was probably his best chance, and he fell apart on Sunday, and that was basically a collapse in the final round. We've seen plenty of guys do that. Whistling Straits, he makes the playoffs. He doesn't ground his club. Of course, that was goofy. In Chambers Bay, he 3-putted. His only 3-putt of the week was a bad time to do it. But people forget at Chambers, he hit the shot he had to hit on 17 to set up a birdie, and he bombs driver on 18 and hits a great second shot to give him an eagle putt, and then, of course, Finney 3-putted. But it wasn't like he didn't pull off shots down the stretch. So I think he does. I think he's ready to win a major. It's just we can't really judge how he's done it and how he's going to do it until we get to the weekend because we've seen him get to this position so many times. So, the issue, of course, is, when stuff starts going bad for Dustin, it's normally a short game, which is what you can't have, obviously, at any tournament, much less a major. So if the putter stays relatively hot, he's going to be able to dominate the golf course off the tee and with his iron. So really it'll come down to his ability to get the ball in the hole late. We've seen him do it at a lot of PGA Tour tournaments. We've just never seen him do it down the stretch in a major, and I think that's what we're waiting for. But I think he's ready. I don't think it's something he's not going to do it. I just think there's a lot of guys between him and the Wanamaker Trophy at this point, and not only a lot of guys, but a lot of enormous names. Not just Rory and Jordan, but you got Jason Day up there. You've got some other guys making runs at this thing. It is set up for another great PGA Championship. It is the most underrated golf tournament of the year for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, what those of us who really love golf would like to see is the same finish as you had last year, maybe with the sun still out.
Oh, yeah. That's what you're saying, in the dark? Is that what you're asking for? Golf in the dark?
Shane,
You don't want somebody to play up through the leaders again. That was weird. But, Woody, you're exactly right. I mean, when you think back to 14, it's easy to forget, how great that PGA Championship was. And, I mean, all the big names. Really, I mean, besides Jordan Spieth, who hadn't emerged yet as a major contender, every big name you wanted to see besides Tiger was there on that Sunday. And, I mean, Phil's not really playing well, and Tiger doesn't look like he's going to be in the conversation. But in a sense of future of the game right now, it seems like all those names are there.
Well, not only that, but they were all in the same hole at the end.
It was dodgeball. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was like the charge of the Light Brigade in the dark. I mean, they were shooting shots out of turn and stuff like that.
Shane, appreciate your time once again.
Hope you'll continue to join us.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right, Shane Bacon, he's a golf
Thank
analyst
you.
for Fox Sports. Go to foxsports.com.